Yeah, it was weird because I'm in New York at the time, and it's like all of a sudden we're just seeing like that was when it became like extremely clear of like, oh, this down south is like really taking over, and New York rap isn't necessarily going to be at the forefront of the conversation, because we kind of watched as 50 and Dipset and Mobb Deep and all the Jay-Z's and the Nas's and all this kind of takes a backseat to Jeezy and Gucci and all this coming out of Atlanta and stuff. And from our perspective, it was kind of crazy because, you know, you're looking at like a Jeezy versus like a Jay-Z, and like lyrically, he's not even trying to be on that kind of level, but it was just blowing the fuck up.
Right. Take the back seat to Jeezy. I don't know about no Gucci.
Yeah. Why do you still hold on to that grudge against Gucci so bad? It gets deep.
Some for life.
Right.
That's how I feel. Some for life.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, some you just don't let go.
Mm-hmm.
Don't get what's involved. You know what I'm saying? Like, you just don't let some go. And then when you know, I just feel like that's a smack in the face to a lot of people when he did that verse, man.
Really?
Like, that shit was a smack in the face. And I'm talking about Jeezy smacking us in the face.
Mm-hmm.
Cause we expected that from him.
And so when that happened, did you think it was a smack in the face before it even occurred? Because once it occurred, it ended up being way more disrespectful than probably anybody could have expected in terms of Gucci actually like saying the shit about smoking Pookie Loc. I don't think anybody expected him to say that.
Right. Yeah, no, they expected him to say it. They expected him. If you know, you know. Everything he did, I expected. I knew he was gonna do it.
Uh-huh.
If he wouldn't have did it, what else would it really been for the verses? Because he has no songs to match up with Jeezy's catalog. I'm just gonna keep it 100.
But he has a lot of big records.
Man, like bigger than who?
Probably not as big as Jeezy, yeah.
Thank you. That's all I'm saying. Like, and they know this. Like, we talking about.
Okay, but let's be real. At this moment in time, Gucci's career and his catalog, I feel like in a lot of ways kind of aged better than Jeezy. I feel like Jeezy's music is not necessarily as in touch with the younger generation. I know you don't want to hear this, but on the other hand, I feel like countless times I will have young artists on here and I realize that Gucci was like the first artist, Gucci and Wayne and shit, that they first tapped in with when they were younger. I feel like in a lot of ways, even if it wasn't as big, it was more influential.
Yeah, because he was down there with him. He was down there with him. We wasn't down there with him.
Mm.
We on Blueprint 3 tour with Jay-Z. He's down there with him. We up there. So that's why. You know, it's a different level to the game.
Mm.
He was still dragging his feet while we took flight.
Right. Jeezy became this like pop star rapper almost.
Yeah, so that's where a lot of disconnect came from with the upcomings. You know what I'm saying?
And then, okay, but that's another way that you have to compare him. Gucci has been, throughout his career, unbelievably good at signing up and coming talent and finding artists before they cracked off. We could list all day of the Thugs and the Migos and the Dolphs and the Scooters and a million motherfuckers who've been very closely connected to him early on. Jeezy, on the other hand, is almost like an ongoing joke that I hear people mention, is that he's kind of the opposite of that, where he never really succeeded at putting anybody on.
Yeah, you know, that's true. But I mean, I don't know who really Gucci put on. I really don't pay attention to him.
Right.
You know, but you know, it's true. Yeah, Jeezy didn't know, he couldn't put nobody on because he didn't know how to. That's all it is.
It's hard to even make yourself hot.
It's hard to keep yourself hot. So you really, but it was his fault, cause it was his fault, man. It was his fault. He did so much dirty shit. It stabbed so many motherfuckers in the back and turned his back on so many people that was there to help him in his career to where we was at a point. You know what I'm saying? So he just, cause he like the USDA, like they came out with no promotion and went gold, right? He kicked them off the tour.
Right.
It was supposed to be a Jeezy % USDA tour.
And why did he kick him off?
Shit.
Did it even benefit him financially to kick them off? Was that like, oh, he's gonna get more of the money if he?
Shit, that's how we look at it now. Now that everything's unfolded, it was like, he wanted everything for himself. Cause why wouldn't you take your group on tour? You know what I'm saying? They just went gold. If you take them on tour, they definitely gonna go platinum. You took them off the tour, told them you don't want them on the tour, did the tour by yourself.
Yeah, but I mean, even going before that, like I remember before Jeezy even really fully blew up, he was in that group Boys in the Hood, and they had Puff behind it, and it was like, oh shit, this is like a new group coming out of Atlanta. There's not a lot of this kind of energy coming out and everything, but at the same time, it's like Jeezy was having like a solo career that was kind of blowing up at the same time. So a lot of people are looking at the Boys in the Hood shit like, how is this gonna survive this? And then sure enough, Jeezy ended up leaving before the shit damn near even got off the ground, right? Do you consider
Right.
that another example of that sort of selfish mentality?
I mean, not really, because I think they knew what they signed up for. You got a guy that signed to a group just for an album. It wasn't for nothing else. Albums and some videos. It wasn't no contract to go on tour with them or nothing.
So the vision was not for this to last 10 years.
The vision was to make what Jeezy and CTE got going on even more bigger. That was the plan.
Right.
It wasn't it really wasn't no plan to just, we about to take this Boys in the Hood shit to the map. No, we about to ride a little wave while our wave is riding too, put it together, and cause he signed a solo deal with Def Jam at the same time.
Right.
So when did that ever happen?
But was the idea like, oh, this way I'm going to have Def Jam promoting me as a solo artist, and then I can have Puff and whoever else is involved in the Boys in the Hood shit promote me at the same time? Because at the time, it was like how much promotion you were getting was basically like decided by the label budgets that were going to get you magazine ads and then magazine features.
By him signing with Boys in the Hood and Puff made the negotiations even better at Def Jam. They wanted a part of it. And he's already got his own buzz going dumb all around the South. Cricket market going crazy, running around getting dumb money.
Right.
So they wanted a part of it. It was undeniable.
Right. Definitely. And so you're saying that like him leaving that group was inevitable. So that's not really like a good example of some snake shit or some disloyal type shit, the same way that the USDA thing was?
No. Cause he even told, I know for a fact he told Boys in the Hood, man, y'all might as well come over here with me and go on tour with me. Y'all gonna get more money. Y'all going on tour with Blocking them, y'all in y'all pockets. Y'all come over here with me, it's guaranteed. It's gonna be a big bag, cause my buzz is stupid right now. I don't need y'all at all.
Hey everybody, we just hit 600K. We're trying to get to 700K, so smack the like button and subscribe. Appreciate y'all.